Hello everyone, welcome to this jelly plate fun video. The day before I did this, I went on a workshop with Birgit Koopsen. I'll leave the link to her blog underneath in the description box because it's worth to look at her work. And we did mono printing with jelly plate. I'm not going to show you how that's done, of course, but I really thought, okay, I need to play with my jelly plates. So that's what I'm doing. And then in the end, I'll show you flip through of planner that I made with the prints that I made yesterday or the day before I did this, and this one that you see here. So there's not much to tell, of course, but because there are a ton of videos on doing these prints, so what can I add? Well, nothing, I think. It's just how I play with it. So I made my homemade stamps. I've done that before. You have seen that in another video, but I made new stamps, letter stamps, swirls that you just saw, and I really like this combination, but some of the paints don't spread out that well or not that easy, so I am taking advantage of it to create a nice print. And while I was doing this, I was thinking of doing some prints for Halloween and autumn already, so I'm liking the way this this red, orange, brown is going. You see I don't clean my plate in between layers. That just adds to the texture and the print that you get from them. So I'm doing a first print on a quite sturdy paper, and then the ghost print, if there is one, on print paper. I'm just playing with the black and the brown, and then laying this stencil on top of it, and then go on with the paper. And I really love this print that came out here, and the ghost print is even more prettier, that you'll see now. And I have to say, this is the real jelly plate from Gelli Arts. Before this one I had one of a creative somethings, a very thin one, very sticky one. It was yuck. Paper got stuck to the jelly plate, it ripped, it tore, and didn't like it at all. So I love this new one. Now you saw my beautiful stamp that I made with the letters, liking that as well, creating nice prints with that. And I really love this color. I don't know, it's magenta or something. I'm using these Liquitex Basics colors. They are quite old, got them for a while now. Now I'm just playing, stamping with the stamp into the wet paint, and then take first print. And the ghost print is better, I think, than the first one. So I'm just spraying everything that I've got. And this is another stamp that I made from a swirly flower. I'm stamping with a gold paint, gold colored paint. And then I am using the print that I made previously, like that. It looks like wallpaper. Really loving this. And going with more gold. And then I just had some stencils laying around, and I thought, okay, using that as well. And this is a pea in a pod, I think you call it, stamp. Just spraying on top of it to make it look how pretty that is. And then I get a nice ghost print from that as well, on top of the letters that I did previously. Liking that one. So I'm showing you some of the prints that I made. Isn't that pretty? And then I really like that, so with those blocks like a grid. So I'm using the black, and wanted to see how that came out if I would push it on that brown paper like that. And then I'm really loving that ghost print here. Look how pretty. Now I'm going to slow motion what I made of it. This is my first planner that I made. I got a huge amount of leather from a dear friend of mine, and these are just samples of leather that you use in a furniture store. So you can choose which kind of leather you like. So there are stickers in, as you can see, these are sample. These are the smallest ones I've got. I've got a tiny piece smaller, and it goes as large as A3 in beautiful colors in all kinds of leather. So I use this thin leather for this one, and I made myself a sketchbook as well, slightly larger, with just sketching paper. And I use a long stitch binding that I learned from Sea Lemon. If you like to do some book binding, you should check out her tutorials as well. But anyway, I made this one. I like just simple, clean planners, and I'm going to do a watercolor journal, and I'm going to make more because I'm hooked. And now I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So I made 5 signatures, one for 3 months, and it starts, as you can see, there was the sticker like that, and I just tore that off, and I didn't know how to clean it, so I just made an edge around it with a black marker, and then now it looks like I was planning to make it look like that. Didn't do that, of course. The heart is just to cover up where I sew the binding. Now 6 signatures. The last one is for my address book, and this is a crafty one only, for crafty things. So this is a print from a mono printing workshop that I did with Birgit, and I used one of my own prints that I made in the video, that, the part that you just saw. Now I took the planner from a free download, so it's easy. You just have to look like that, in Dutch of course, and you just can download it yourself. So I just put some envelopes here and there so I could put little tiny things in there. Just use some rub-ons, and I colored everything with paint, neocolors, and ink using stencils. So I can write down the numbers of the days myself. So I'll think about starting, well, next week or something. So I changed it. In the video you see me start with, oh, I'm sorry, something fell, with January, but I changed it. I started with September instead. Now just decorating the front and back of each signature using that stencil, and then just a little paper clip with something to write things down, like lists. Just stamped the months on a piece of paper and glued them down. Just easy and simple. And well, that's plain, but I really like the size of it, so I'm going to do more like these small journals, so you can take them with you for sketching or urban sketching like Mary does. I really like that. I will not do any the signatures with Gelli plate every time, but we'll see. So this is just stamped through a stencil and made a little pocket so I can put things in there. More using stencils just to decorate, because otherwise it's just plain white. I really love that print with the bird. The bird is from a stamp that I made during the workshop, so we made our own stamps and stencils as well. I really like that color combination. I'm going to work with that soon. And then I am at the last one, and I use this beautiful owl stamp from our journey in this journal of planner, is it? And then the last thing is, I don't know why I'm going back, but the last thing is just a little address book. in there. Come on, Renia, turn the page. More paper to write on, and then this is just a Gelli print that I had, a ghost print that I use, and I covered the front and back of this craft paper to make it look like it belongs. Gold paint with ink on top of it, really loving that warm color. And then the last page is a little ATC that I had, and I just glued it down because I like that owl stamp a lot. Now this is it, so I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you Tuesday, I think, yeah, for tag along. So thank you for watching, everyone. Please leave a comment if you liked it, or give a thumbs up, and I will see you in another video. Bye bye, everyone, and bye bye.